Today we are talking about one of my absolute favorite books, The 4 Agreements. This book is a game changer, and it will transform your relationships and also bring you so much peace. My name is DeJuan, and you're watching The DeJuan Show. Welcome to the first episode of the year. I hope you had a happy and safe new year. I sure did. It's the beginning of the year. Everyone has New Year's resolutions and goals and dreams for this new year. So I wanted to help support those. And one of the ways that I thought I could do that would be sharing one of my favorite books, which is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So I have learned so many things from this book. I have read it over and over again because every time I read it, I learn something new, I get a new insight, and it changes the way that I see everything. So I figured if it has done that for me, it's got to do the same thing for you. I'm just going to be briefly covering one of the insights that I've gained from this book, because if I were to talk about them all, well, we'd be here for days. So what I have done is I've linked the book below, so you can use my link to go ahead and purchase it, and I couldn't recommend it more. You will not be disappointed. So now let's go ahead and get into the episode and talk about the 4 agreements. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your words. And what this basically means is to say what you mean and to mean what you say. But it also means to avoid negative self-talk and also to avoid gossip. And that's kind of the thing that I want to talk about, because so often we talk negatively about people. We wish for their demise and wish ill upon them. And you know, with the election that happened, I heard so many wild things, like things going as far as wishing death upon people. And that just didn't sit with me right, because what I know is that any energy that you put out has to come back to you. It's literally law. What goes up must come down. What goes out must come in. So when you speak negatively about people and wish ill upon them and wish for their demise, you're actually wishing that and bringing that energy into your own life. The way that I like to think about it, if I say something about someone, am I okay to immediately receive that thing in my own life? And if I'm not, then I'm not going to say it. I'll say it a different way. Let's just say I don't agree with someone's political views. What I would say is, you know what? I wish that they were to get more information so that they could have a more informed view. Because I would also like to get more information and to have a more informed view. That is something that I would like to have. Let's say that I don't like someone's appearance or the way that they dress. Well, a thing that I can say is, I hope that they find a style that suits their body. Basically, there is just another way that you can say things in regards to other people, and they can be positive. It's a choice that you can make. And again, just think about if you would like to have that thing in your life, and just pause for a moment. If you wouldn't want whatever it is that you're saying, then don't say that. Find a different way to say it. Trust me, it will change the way not only that you look at other people, but it will change the way that you look at yourself. The next agreement, don't take it personal. What people say about you is really a reflection of themselves. Whatever it is that they are criticizing and critiquing in you or doing to you is actually just saying what they feel about themselves. People would rather do the easy thing. The easy thing is to critique you. The easy thing is to say, oh, you need to fix this, you need to fix that, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's much easier than them fixing it in themselves. I believe whatever people point out in you, it actually lives in them in some way, shape, or form. Either they do this thing and they don't like it, or they want to do this thing and they're mad that you're doing it. So they're coming at you because how dare you do this thing that I don't have the courage to do? How dare you? I'm too afraid to go ahead and do this thing, but you're okay? No. So stop that. Or I do this thing and I don't like that you do it either. I learned through this book to not give that any mind, because people that are secure in themselves, they don't have any time to be critiquing you. They're good. Their life is good. It's only when you don't have something going on that you have the time and energy to go and pick at somebody else. When a person has a full plate, well, they're not concerned about the plates of others. It's when their plate is empty that they want to go ahead and pick off of somebody else's plate, because they're trying to fill themselves up by taking from someone else. Do not take it personal. Just know that when they are critiquing you, when they are criticizing you, it's really just saying everything about what they think about themselves. So don't look for yourself in it. Don't look for yourself in that. That's my advice. My advice, do not look for yourself in whatever people criticize about you. Don't do it. The next agreement is probably my favorite, and I really changed a lot from this one, and it is don't make assumptions. I'm a very creative person, and when someone says something to me, I can create so many scenarios in my head of what they meant when they said that, or when they did a certain thing. Again, my imagination gets going and I start creating things. What I've also done is I will Google what does it mean when someone says that? I've gone on social media. I've done everything but go to the person to get clarity. And what it did was it actually created so much distress in me, because all I could do was ruminate on that thing over and over and over and over. Reading this book taught me, just go and ask them. So now what I do is I just get clarity. So when someone says something and I'm not exactly sure what they mean, I just ask them, what did you mean? When you said that thing, what did you mean? Or when you did that, what was the intention? And now I don't have to think. I don't have to spend all my time and energy considering what that person said. I spent a lot of money going to therapy just to figure out what other people meant when they said certain things, where I could have just gone right to the source and asked them and saved all that time, all that money, and all that energy, and had more peace in my life. My advice from this book is, if you are unclear about something, someone said something, someone did something that you don't know what they meant, just go and ask them. I'm telling you, it'll change the game for you. And now agreement number 4. Agreement number 4 is to always do your best. And what I really learned about this is that your best changes on a day-to-day basis. I spent about 8 years working in the fitness industry. Through that time, I learned that you cannot show up every day and do the exact same thing. Let's say, you are lifting weights every day. You cannot push and push and push and push, because eventually your body will break down. You need to rest. And it's the same thing in fitness as it is in life. Sometimes you just need to take a rest, and that is doing your best. Let's say that yesterday you were able to do everything. You had a to-do list, you got through it all, you did the shopping, you were working, you took care of the kids, you did everything. Today, you don't have that same energy and you just need to sit and chill. Well, then that is your best today. And that's okay. That is fine, because tomorrow you will feel differently. And your best, it changes because maybe you didn't sleep as good. Maybe you haven't had enough to eat. Maybe the sun isn't shining, so you don't have as much energy. Or maybe you're feeling sick. All of those things, there are so many factors that could change the way that you feel day to day, and that will change what your best is. So it's just important to show up and to give whatever it is that you have to give that day. So if you've made a resolution to get in shape or to read more or whatever it may be, just show up and do whatever it is that you can today. If it's just going to the gym and doing 10 minutes, then do that. If it's reading a page here and a page there, then just do that. Whatever it is, just show up and do whatever you can. Because again, your best is going to change on a daily basis. And give yourself that grace to know that. that was today's episode. Again, I just wanted to share one of my absolute favorite books, which is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And just to recap, the 4 agreements: be impeccable with your words. So say what you mean and mean what you say. Secondly, don't take anything personal. Anything that someone says about you is really just a reflection of themselves. Third, don't make assumptions, just clarify. It will save you so much time and energy, and you will have more peace in your life. And last is to always do your best and give yourself grace to know that your best will change on a daily basis. So comment below which of the agreements speaks to you the most. Again, for me, it's the making assumptions. I can't tell you how much time and energy I put into thinking about what someone said as opposed to just asking them what they said. So comment below which one spoke to you. This book has so many amazing insights, which is why I've read it several times, so I couldn't recommend it more highly, which is why I am linking it below. And if you use the link below, it helps me as a creator so that I can continue to make these videos for you. And if you found this video helpful or you learned anything from it, please like it and share it with a friend. And subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next Sunday. Take care.